match at this point, and the frustration hasn't faded. Just wasn't a very good game to watch. Wasn't all that enjoyable for the most part. There are a lot of players not really performing, but it does make me think: is that Parker's plan not being put into action properly, or is that the players unable to do it? And I have a feeling it's just the Parker ball doesn't work that well, especially against teams like Preston, teams that are set up to defend well with a low block. And you can tell from minute one, all they wanted to do was counter on us. They weren't interested in holding onto the ball for very long. They just wanted to wait for us to make a mistake and pounce on it, which is exactly what both of their goals were. And our goal was somewhat lucky in a way, with a number of players completely ignoring the ball. Jamal Lowe beating the keeper to a cross, which he should never have got in front of the keeper. So got Solanke, he was too isolated, not being supported well enough, but he also was bullied out of the game by the defenders. Todd Cantwell was good for 45 minutes. Billing was awful. I don't know how he stayed on the pitch for 90 minutes. The only player that I think comes out of that match with credit is Lewis Cook, really, and maybe Todd Cantwell for the first 45. But Anthony wasn't combining well with Jordan Zamora. Zamora wasn't great, leaving himself far too open. Or leaving us far too open, and for him to get caught when in possession. That's how we only need to look at the second goal for Lowe's mistake, and Zamora's miles up the pitch when it's the 89th minute, and a point isn't too bad. But a lot of players just weren't really at it, and that is due to the way that we played as well. I feel, as much as touches weren't great from the likes of Billing, there just seemed to be no real thrust in the team, and we were just playing in front of them constantly. So you need either runs in behind, which is difficult when they're in a very low block, but in which case play the ball long more often into good positions. And we did do that a few times in this league, but not enough, and not successfully. So the other option, if you're not passing over them and you're not passing through them, then you get someone to take the ball through them or take the ball past someone. And that's where Dembele should have been on the pitch. And how he didn't come on at all, I don't know. But again, I would say, why was Billing so on the pitch? And you also got to look at why was Billing being played on the right and Cantwell being played off on the left when they're clearly better on other sides. Why, if you've got Jordan Zamora and Jayden Nancy on the left, the reason why the partnership works so well is because Philip Billing works really well. So why mess that up? And I mean, how do you mess that up when for almost the entirety of the season, most of the good results we've got have been purely because of those three players playing well together and then producing something at the end to give to Solanke or for Anthony to put it away or whatever. It's very frustrating, and it's not good to watch. It's not enjoyable to watch. It's, you know, you've only got to look at how many away fans were just sat down the entire game. That it's just not getting bums off seats. It's not exciting to watch. It's not progressive enough. It's not attacking enough. And it's not getting results most of the time you would expect us to. The only games we're going to get really good games, the games where you expect us to win are the games we're not going to do as well at because we can't break down a low block. The games we'll probably get better results from are going to be, hopefully, in April, where teams are going to come out and attack us. But is our defence good enough to deal with that? Because today, both Nat Phillips and Lloyd Kelly weren't that good. Adam Smith was decent, I think, from what I remember. Jordan Zamora had his moments defensively, but Lewis Cook bailed out both of them once or twice. It's worrying. And as much as I'm still confident we'll go up, I don't think we'll be staying there for very long if things continue as the way they are.